There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Love to pass. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
They go play action now with McSorley. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. McSorley. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
that good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McSorley from the shotgun. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Robert Quinn. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
A gain of 12.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On the 1st down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Trace McSorley, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Packers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brought down by Khalil.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
29-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now McSorley. They still can't get him. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Zadarius Smith on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And 11.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
7-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Packers 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pass the Allen Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
It's caught by Funchess. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
30-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Love going to give this one to Jones. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take it the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The Bears ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. The big big fella. 20, 10.
Go time, baby.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packer.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receiver, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Trevathan on the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 31-yard
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.